Hello everyone. In my previous video, I explained you about blood circulatory system. Now, I am going to explain you about what is excretion, what type of waste materials are produced in body of human beings, and how these waste materials are excreted out from the body. In spite of this, I will also explain you what type of excretory modes or excretory materials or waste materials are produced in different animals. First, I want to define this term. What is excretion? Excretion is a type of life process in which metabolic waste which are produced in different life processes like respiration, digestion, etc. in our cells, in our digestive system, these are removed. This process is called excretion. If we talk about human beings, different waste materials like carbon dioxide gas, sweat, and urea, fecal matter, etc. are produced. These all are toxic. They will create a bad effect on our health if they are accumulated in our body. So, constantly these waste materials should be removed from our body. Without that, the person will not be healthy. So, excretion is a necessary life process which is found in our body. On the basis of nitrogenous waste, urea is also nitrogenous waste. On the basis of nitrogenous waste material, different animals are categorized in different groups. First, we talk about unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, etc. In these, waste material are directly excreted out with the help of a process that is called diffusion. Now, many aquatic animals like fish, where in these organisms, nitrogenous waste material is found in the form of ammonia gas, and they will excrete out this ammonia gas directly into water where it will be dissolved. These animals are also known as ammonotelic animals. Now, if we talk about birds, reptiles, and some insects, in these, nitrogenous waste material is found in semi-solid form, that is uric acid. These animals are also known as uricotelic animals. Now, in human beings and all other mammals, nitrogenous waste material is produced in the form of urea and it is in liquid form. So, these animals are also known as ureotelic animals. Human beings are also ureotelic animals, and urea is produced in these. Human beings are also ureotelic animals, and urea is produced as a nitrogenous waste in our body, and it is get accumulated in blood. Where this urea is produced, actually urea is the waste material which is produced due to unused food in liver, and this urea will go into the blood, and with the help of blood this urea will go to the kidney, and kidney will filter the blood, and they will excrete out this urea in the form of urine, which is a yellowish pale yellow color liquid. Now I will explain you in detail what type of other waste materials are also produced in human beings and which process is used for excreting out this. First, the process is digestion. In our digestive system, whatever the food which we eat, it will go through and it will go under a process of digestion. In different parts of the alimentary canal, all type of nutrients, carbohydrates, fat, protein, vitamins, etc. will get digested, and after complete digestion in small intestine, the nutrients will get absorbed in the inner wall of the small intestine and go into our bloodstream. The remaining undigested food material will go into large intestine where no digestion occurs. In large intestine, only reabsorption of water will occur. After reabsorption of water, this undigested food will go into a bag-like muscular organ that is called rectum, and undigested food will get collected there. It will be passed out with the help of a pore that is called anus and in the form of feces. In this manner, digestion process occurs. The second process in which waste material is passed out from our body is excreted out from our body, that is exhalation. You know that breathing has two parts, inhalation and exhalation. During inhalation, we will take in oxygen gas. Actually, air is taken in which we will use the oxygen gas for our respiration. And the another process of breathing is exhalation. In exhalation, the air which we will breathe out, it will contain more amount of carbon dioxide gas and some amount of water vapor also. Actually, during the process of respiration, oxygen gas which we inhale will go into each cell of our body, and in each cell of our body, glucose will also reach after assimilation of the food or nutrients. Both glucose and oxygen will combine together and we will get energy by the process of respiration. As byproduct, carbon dioxide gas and water vapor will be produced. These will be exhaled out. So during the process of exhalation, carbon dioxide and some amount of water vapor will be breathed out. Now, the third type of process for removal of waste material is sweating. You know that when we do hard work or when even in summer days when we are not doing anything, then also sweat oozes out from our sweat glands. These sweat glands will excrete out not only water, but this sweat also contains some amount of salt and even some amount of urea. In this form, in the process of sweating, waste material is excreted out. Now, the fourth process that is really known as excretion, it is removal of waste material, that is nitrogenous waste material, and it is done with the help of urinary system, or that is also known as excretory system. Now we are going to study in detail this excretory system. As you are seeing in this picture, human excretory system includes two bean-shaped kidneys, two ureters, one urinary bladder and urethra. On each kidney, adrenal gland is also found. In each kidney, there are three parts: cortex, medulla and pelvis region. Both kidneys included many coiled tube-like structures known as nephron. Nephron is the unit of excretory system. Nephrons are coiled tube-like structure in which a bowl-shaped structure is found that is known as Bowman's capsule. In this Bowman capsule, a cluster of very thin capillaries is found in which exchange of materials occur. Now actually, nephrons are very thin coiled tubes in which a bowl-shaped cup-like structure is found that is known as Bowman's capsule, and in each Bowman capsule a cluster of capillaries is found. From the thin walls of these capillaries, urine will get filtered. Here, the nutrients will get reabsorbed while the waste material will pass in the form of urine. With each of the kidney, renal artery and renal veins are attached. Arteries will bring impure blood which has to be filtered for removal of urea and some amount of salts, etc. And this vein will collect the blood again from the kidneys. All these nephrons will filter the blood, where in glomerulus, that is a cluster of capillaries found in Bowman's capsule of each nephron, here the blood will get filtered. Urea and some salt and some other waste materials will pass out from the tube of the nephron to collecting tube, and from this collecting tube this urine will pass to the ureter, and the nutrients which are required for our body like glucose and many other nutrients will get reabsorbed from the capillaries and again go into our bloodstream. In this manner, in each kidney, blood will pass through and get filtered here. Now this urine is a pale yellow colored watery liquid, and in this 95% water is present, 2.5% urea will be found, and in the remaining 2.5% different salts will be there. In this manner, different such type of nitrogenous waste is removed with the help of kidneys. So kidneys are a very important part of our body. This is the human excretory system. Sometimes when any person get any disease, they are sent to diagnosis test of their urine, because in urine some unwanted such materials are also found which will indicate the presence of that particular abnormality in the human body. For example, if sugar is found in urine after diagnosis, then we will say that that person is having a disease that is called diabetes mellitus. If the urine is very diluted, then it indicates that diabetes insipidus disease can occur to that person, in which the reabsorption of excess water is not occurring in the kidney of that person. So excess urine is passed out, and due to presence of more water, the urine get diluted. Now another indication is that sometimes in urine blood or some other infection may also found. This can indicate the presence of any tumor or any other infection. So urine is also indicator of such type of diseases, and it can be recognized after diagnosis test only. Now, sometimes it happens that we listen from some persons that his kidney has been failure. In the case of kidney failure, there are two types of treatment given. First is dialysis, and the second is kidney transplant. Dialysis is a temporary treatment actually, and within after each week or after 15 days or 1 month, depend on the requirement, the person has to go for dialysis. And as you are seeing in this picture, in this dialyzing machine, a liquid is found there which constituents are similar to our blood. Here our whole blood will pass into a tube, and the salts and waste material urea will go into that dialyzed liquid in that container, and within that tube only the pure filtered blood will be there, which will be again dripped in the body of the patient, and the dialyzed liquid will be thrown out. With the help of this dialyzing machine, such person whose kidney is not working properly and urea is going to get accumulated in his body, then such dialysis process is done. Now, in case if dialysis is not effective and they need a permanent treatment, permanent cure for that thing, then kidney transplant can be done. And for doing this, kidney of such a person is selected whose blood group is similar, whose kidney is similar and matches the kidney of that patient. It will be transplanted or operated in his body, and he will live long for with the help of that kidney. In this manner, on one kidney also that person can survive.